Let's talk.
Reddit Hygiene. I started using hand cream at 34, and I genuinely feel like I've been lied to my whole life.
You have. You have. Oh my God. Body cream, face cream, hand cream, feet cream, all of it.
You need it. Lotion.
All of it.
He said, okay, so this is a little embarrassing to admit, but I've never used hand lotion. Not once. I think I vaguely associated with something that wasn't really for guys, which looking back is a pretty stupid reason to walk around with hands that feel like sandpaper for 3 decades. A few months ago, I was at a mate's place and mentioned my hands were really dry and cracked, especially around the knuckles. He just handed me his hand cream without making a big deal of it. I put a tiny bit on, mostly to be polite. 20 minutes later, I looked down and my hands and genuinely did not recognize them.
They
looked like
bad?
normal human hands and not something that had been left out in the sun for a year. I went and bought my own the same evening. Nothing fancy, just a basic fragrance-free one from the drugstore. I've been using it every night before bed and after washing my hands, and I keep having this low-grade background feeling that someone should have told me about this when I was 16.
Did nobody tell you no lotion?
You need lotion.
What?
I'm saying. The thing is, nobody in my family used it. It was never framed as something men do. And I think internalizing some vague idea that caring about your skin was high maintenance or something. It costs $4 and takes 30 seconds.
Right.
I work with my hands a lot, and the difference in how they feel and look is genuinely embarrassing to think about the terms of years lost.
Oh, man.
If you're also a guy who has been ignoring your hands for decades, just try it. I feel slightly ridiculous writing this out, but also I kind of want every man to know and hear it.
You know, it's not just your hands, it's your feet as well.
It's everything.
Okay.
It's your elbows, it's your shoulders, it's your knees,
your
it's your
neck,
ankles.
your décolleté, face, everything.
Moisturize yourself.
It is
and
an organ.
Thank you. You have to take care of that organ, especially if you're like super manly, you got to work in the construction or whatever you do. I don't care. Just moisturize yourself.
I don't understand how that felt. Because if I wash my hands, if I'm out and about, because my hand soap here at home is very moisturizing, but when I'm out and about and they've got that nasty antibacterial stuff and it dries my hands out within minutes and I'm like, where is my hand cream?
Thank you.
I need it.
Thank you.
I cannot imagine going years without it. But I guess if that's what you're used to, you're like, I'm used to feeling like sandpaper.
Like sandpaper. How does that feel? You get cracks all the time.
I don't even want to know. Look, dudes, being moisturized is sexy. Okay, if I see a man walking by and his skin is glistening, I'm like, oh, look at you.
I like my donuts glazed.
This is my daughter. Okay. Reset. Caught me off guard with that one.
And that's why they don't use lotion.
Right, exactly.
Sorry, I won't objectify you, but all I'm saying is that moisture is cute.
Moisture is very cute. But good for him for being like, I didn't know, in case there's other dudes out there that don't know, moisturize.
He needed to share it. So hear it, please.
Oh my God.
I know.
I love that. Am I the asshole for telling everyone how I really feel about my bully?
Oh, no.
I just had to take a breath. This one is wild.
I'm nervous.
Okay. There's this girl who's always rude to me. Let's call her Libby. She would make snide remarks about how weird I was and how I walked weird. Whenever I talked about my special interests, such as animals, ancient Rome, etc., she would literally scream at me to shut up.
Excuse me?
Yeah. A couple days ago, Libby passed away in a car accident. Okay. Yeah. All right. Continuing. It was announced over the school announcement system as well as via email. At school, her passing was all anybody would talk about. Everyone was pretending to mourn her and lying about what a wonderful person she was.
Ooh, that's bad.
Seeing everyone pretending Libby was a saint made me sick. So I honestly blurted out to my friends in class, I don't care that Libby is gone. As a matter of fact, I'm glad she's gone. She was always rude to me when she was alive. I don't know why everyone is pretending she is a saint now.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, you're right, but like, the way you, like...
She stood on business.
10 toes down.
She said, F Libby.
Literally. She said, I am glad she's gone.
And she said, "You're a liar."
I mean, I get they're lying. If she's not a saint,
Oh my goodness.
Rest in peace, Libby.
Rest in peace, Libby.
You know,
Everyone stared at me as if I were a monster. I suddenly became the most hated person in class. Even my friends who never really liked Libby called me heartless. They said if I don't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't have said anything at all. And what I said was hurtful to people who actually liked Libby in life. I pointed out that I was just being honest about how I feel about her. Another one of my friends called me an asshole that was just looking for attention, and that even if I didn't like Libby, I should have had the common courtesy to be polite or stay silent for the sake of her living friends. I pointed out that I was just being honest about how I feel, and passing away doesn't absolve anybody of anything. My friends then refused to speak to me for the rest of the day. Am I the asshole?
I don't have a definitive answer for this one. I actually don't, because at the same time, I get why she said it. She was being bullied by her, tortured by her when she was alive.
Yeah.
And everyone's acting like that just
Like it goes
doesn't
away.
matter when she died. At the same time, if she had people that loved her, those people don't want to hear how she was a bad person when she was here.
Yes, that is really brutal. It's my answer is yes, the asshole, because of how she chose to voice her opinion.
Yeah, it wasn't
about
nice.
Libby, but also Libby was an asshole as well.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, you never want to speak ill of the dead, but then you have this point of living your life in such a way that nobody's speaking about you like that when you pass away.
Yeah. And Libby clearly didn't think about that.
Not with the poster.
See, yeah.
And so
See, that's tough. That is so tough. I don't have a decent answer for this, because maybe she could have said it, but not in the way that she did.
Right.
You know,
I mean, she could have journaled it.
You know, because if you needed to get that off your chest, there are ways. But she said, announcements, everyone listen up. Libby wasn't a saint.
Right. And why are you lying?
I hope she wasn't religious or anything. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. I don't have a definitive for that. I think that's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Like how you said it definitely makes you one.
Right.
But saying it
wasn't the right thing to say and right time to say. But there's this thing on Reddit where poo mode is activated when basically everybody's an asshole. And I feel like poo mode might have been activated on this one.
Whoa. Yeah. That one's not a definitive. That's not black and white.
Yeah, please let me know what you think, because my goodness.
Because I get it. She was my bully.
Yes. I'm not sad, but there's other people who were sad, and she shouldn't have gone out of her way to be like, shut up.
Yeah, your feelings don't matter because she bullied me. But boom, I'm glad she's gone. Like, whoa.
Yikes. A certain president would have said the same thing. So,
Yeah, it's just how you choose to.
The poo rolls down the hill, as they say.
I like that. So, there's a news article from back in 2016. A woman got her 20 boyfriends to buy her iPhones, and then she sells those iPhones to put a down payment on a house. So not only am I not mad, I'm not mad.
Who is this queen?
Literally. I'm also like respect, because she made this hustle happen.
Yes.
Because it was 2016, the iPhone 7 just came out, the one with the button. Ugh, do you guys remember buttons? I don't do buttons anymore. I'm better than that. But it came out 2 months prior. So she got 20 boyfriends to buy her, 20 iPhones each, in which she sold for a mortgage in less than 2 months.
$17,000 total to get her down payment.
I mess with her. $17,815 to put a down payment on a house. I respect her.
I'm not mad at her, because the way I look at it, these men gave up their money of their free will.
It's not illegal.
No.
It's not illegal.
She didn't steal their iPhones.
They willingly gave over the money.
Yes.
This is not illegal. And
that's what I'm saying. They were her boyfriends. And so
they were like, of
she
course
was playing the field. She had 20 boyfriends, and she just so happened to ask each one for an iPhone.
They were like, we'll sugar daddy you and just give you 20 iPhones, the brand new iPhones. And she said, bet.
Wait a minute, is that not escort business?
No, what I'm saying is, this is, okay, what he said, if you couldn't hear him, he said, is this not an escort business? I do not think that is, because if it was one boyfriend and she said, can I have an iPhone? And he gave her an iPhone. This is fine. It was a gift.
You know, I never told you what I was going to do with the iPhones.
It's none of their business.
It's none of their business. I asked for an iPhone. Matter of fact, I asked for 20. You gave me 20. Great. I didn't tell you that I was going to sell it to buy a house. That's none of your business.
And now I have a house. You were happy to give me a phone, and now I have a house. Is everybody not happy?
I see no issues here. I see no issues. I think she's a queen.
Yes.
Love it.
Love it.
You know? I'm not mad.
And to juggle 20 dudes?
Respect.
Good for her.
Respect. She made that happen, so I'm not mad at it.
Exactly.
You do you, girl. Gave me some ideas. No. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness. She on one today, y'all. All right, our favorite, well, I'm not going to speak for you. One of my favorite things to talk about is my strange addiction. Okay. If y'all didn't watch this week, don't worry. We're going to tell you everything.
Every single thing.
Okay. So if you don't mind going to my screen, this is Abigail. She's 25. She's got chopsticks. What's she eating, you might ask? Cat food.
Oh, my goodness.
Cat food.
Not the dry one. It's the pate chunk with gravy cat food.
She has been doing it since she was 5 years old. 20 years of eating cat food. Now, I love me some carne asada fries, right? I don't talk about carne asada fries the way she talks about cat food.
Oh, she's in love. Like, it's the best thing in her life.
She takes that long nail of hers and put it all in the can, and she was just... Oh, no, I haven't tasted this one. It's creamy. It's extremely pate. I was like, girl, if you don't shut up.
Like, it's some gourmet. Ugh.
So disgusting. So disgusting. I'm sorry. She loves the pop of the can.
Yeah. Oh.
She was like, oh, can you hear that? This is a good one. Like, it's a bottle of wine. I'm sorry, but she needs to calm down.
It might as well be.
It really.
And how she got into it was when she was feeding other cats and she saw how excited the cats were to eat. And she said, I need to get in on that.
This is cat food, girl. Of course. What else do they get? Because I know our animals, they be like, the same thing every single day, and they're super happy to eat it.
Yes.
Not once have I ever been like, you know what?
I think I'm going to try that. I think the closest I would get is to the farmer's dog, and it's because that's food. Real food. Like, it's human food that they put into a little bag. This is cat food.
This is made for cats.
The chemicals and preservatives and all of that inside of a can, and she said, I mess with that.
She was so excited. Her sister, and she sat down at dinner. Everybody else is sitting there eating whatever they're eating. And she was like, oh, this looks good. Pushes it to the side and pulls a can of cat food out and starts eating it in front of her family with chopsticks.
It doesn't. It smells horrendous.
Yeah, she went out to get coffee with her sister, and she pulled one out of her purse. And her sister was like, oh, my God, the smell. It just hit her in the nose. But she is so obsessed with it, and she thinks it's so normal that she's always trying to convince people to eat it. Yeah. She's just like, the beef and gravy. She's like, it tastes like Salisbury steak.
Then just eat the steak.
That's what her doctor said. How about you eat Salisbury steak?
It's there. Why are you trying to get like something to compare it to? It is there.
It is for you. This is for... So she goes to the doctor under duress.
Yeah.
Right? And the doctor's like, look, all your levels are pretty decent. Your cholesterol's high because this has high fat and high protein because that's what these animals need. They eat 100% protein diet.
Yes.
All meat, 100%. And she was like, oh, really? Because 60% of her diet is cat food, she said.
Because when the doctor asked her, too, what's your diet like? She said, oh, like tacos and hamburgers. And I was like, girl, get to the cat food.
Get to the point.
And she said, and then, I ate some cat food. And the doctor was like,
Yeah. His face, it's like, y'all don't prep these doctors before they walk in.
They have no idea. There's just cameras there. And they're like, sorry?
Say that again? Yeah, she was obsessed. He asked if she would cut down because if it's an addiction... She's been doing it for 20 years. There's clearly like emotions attached to this since 5.
Yeah.
She said, okay, if this is 60, I'll go down to 50. So 50% of my diet will be cat food. And he was like, the doctor said that's pure addict behavior.
Yeah.
Pure addicts.
Barely even willing to. But she didn't do that though, did she? she continued as normal
Oh, yeah,
after
yeah.
the show.
She's perfectly fine. So this one, I think of all three of the addicts of this week's episode, she was the least crazy one, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I can say that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because the next one, this is Tierra. She's 30, and that white substance you see is not Coke.
Kind of wish it was.
That is cleaning powder. Like Ajax, like
get the dirt and grime from the bottom of
your
bathtub
floor.
or the
Yes.
floor type of cleaning product.
It's so harmful. And as soon as she got on the screen, I was like, her eyes are red as hell.
Red.
They were so red. And she has a rash underneath her nose because she snorts it all day, every day. She keeps a little spoon with her. I mean, a spoon of a straw and a little cup with a lid on it. Yes. And she be just booger sugar. Seriously.
Girl.
We're kind of in shock for this one because she was talking about it like it was an actual drug.
I mean, I kind of wish it was because we know how to treat that. You know?
We got stuff for that.
You know? I don't know what to do to help you.
I have no idea. But she does it, and she does it freely because she's a truck driver, and they drug test her every week. This doesn't come up on a drug test.
No, it does not.
So she's like, I'm going to keep going. I love it. She says she gets high. Well, first of all, she smelled it because she really liked the smell. And then she was like, well, this is fine. And it gives me lightheaded for just a couple of seconds. What would happen if I snort it? So she started snorting it and she was like, that's what I need. She says she gets lightheaded and dizzy. And there's this like really nice feeling she gets. She said, but also my brain hurts. My skin hurts.
But she said it in passing, like it barely mattered. It's like, no. Bring it back. Your brain hurts.
Your brain.
And she can't process things as quickly as she said that she used to. She said that was the thing that she's noticing now that she's been doing it, 2 years?
Yeah.
2, is it?
I think it was 2 years.
And something's wrong. But the thing is, the high, she said, only lasts 2 minutes. So one of those cans every day.
Literally. She says she goes through, 28 cans per month.
That's basically a can a day. Are we kidding?
Oh my goodness.
The thing with a literal warning label in the back that says do not consume, she is taking that every day.
Up the nose. She said, I figured I didn't die yet. I might as well continue. Because she's seen that label, of course. So she goes to the doctor and the doctor's like, I don't even know what we're talking about here. This is chemicals. This is not made to even be on our skin, let alone inside of our body.
Exactly.
And she looked up her nose, and I just knew she was going to have holes in her nostrils, but she did not, which I was super surprised about. But they did her blood work, and they were just like, this, you could die immediately.
Yes.
You could, on your next hit, sudden death, you're done.
Yeah.
And her eyes got big, and she was just like, oh. And the doctor said, so are you going to quit or at least try to quit? And she said, yes, but not today. I just bought a whole new supply of cleaning powder and I don't want to waste my money.
Girl, I love that excuse. I love that excuse. Me when I don't want to commit to anything. Like, are you kidding? I just bought some new stuff. So after this batch, I promise I'll stop.
I promise I'll stop. Yes.
Exactly. Because I know you ain't cleaning nothing.
Not a thing. They think she's like a maid or something. Like,
no. But how often girl, to buy
so
a new and say, I just got this batch.
I mean, I can't just like get rid of it. I'm like, well, you could use it to clean your tub.
Put it in the bottom of the sink where it's supposed to be and leave it there.
It's not going to go bad.
I promise you it won't.
Oh. Exactly. If you clean even once a week.
Yeah, he said how long it takes to stay there. Yes, it's supposed to be there for a long time. That is the purpose. You just use it every once in a while. It's cleaning products.
Not on her. And she's a truck driver too. She sit up in her truck just snorting away. She says, I do it all day, every day.
Girl. Yeah, I'm concerned for her.
I am too. I need an update on her. Like, hey, My Strange Addiction, if you're watching, TLC, give me an update of all these people in a year. I need it.
Because you leave us with if they stopped or not, but what happens after that?
What happened?
I need to know.
Yes, the coffee lady. I need an update on the underwear sniffer.
Oh my God.
I need all of these updates. Yes,
90-day
addictions.
addiction.
I'm telling you, TLC, you got some stuff. That's my addiction. I sit down on the couch, I'm sat.
I'm addicted to watching y'all's addictions.
Exactly. But there was one more in the episode I wanted to talk about. So this lovely gentleman with great skin, by the way. Look at how glossy skin. See,
You call him a
moisturized.
lovely gentleman?
James. Yeah, that was facetious. Yeah. He's 38 and he is addicted to eating butter. Just however he can get it. He will bite straight into a stick of butter. He will melt it and drink it. And everything he cooks is like boiling in butter.
Like multiple sticks of butter up in there. Like it has to be dripping with butter.
Yes.
For him to even consider eating it.
I can't believe it. He had a friend over, Santiago. He was shook.
Oh, because he made what did he make?
Steak.
Some steak, and it was dripping, like soggy. But the thing is, he's like, when you cook with butter sometimes, the normal amount, not his amount, and there's some leftover butter in there, you throw that out, right? No, not him. He
took it to the head, straight from the pan into his mouth. Yeah.
Are we kidding?
He doesn't play about his butter.
And he somehow convinced himself that this is for his health.
This is healthy because he said he was overweight and depressed before. And so he discovered this and started doing it. And now he's super healthy. He works out all the time when I say super healthy. But wait, I want to talk about that in a minute. But he said something called health maxing. So there might be some people out there who know what that is. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I looked it up. It's a wellness trend focused on intensely optimizing physical and mental performance through extreme regimented routines.
Yeah.
So he chose butter. It's not like health maxing / butter. Like he was like, no, butter is working for me.
Okay. And everyone else who isn't eating butter like he is wrong. And they're unhealthy, and you're gonna die when you're 40. Like it's
He said, "Have you tried just eating butter?" To Santiago, and Santiago was like, "I just had some of that steak, and I don't like it."
Good.
And he was like, "Well, you can't knock it until you try it." And he said, "Fat is king, queen, and everything in between."
Okay, I'll take that quote because
James is a mess. And so Santiago asked him, "Have you been to the doctor?" And he was like, "Yeah, 8 months ago." And he said, "And what did he say?" He said I was healthy. He said my cholesterol was high though. And he started smiling. He's like, "Why are you smiling?" He was like, "Because
it's a good thing." No, babe, it's not.
High cholesterol is not a great thing. And he was like, "It's fine. It's fine."
And he was like, I don't care because I don't care about the opinions. He didn't say the facts.
Yes.
The opinions of a doctor. I won't let that influence my life. It's like, so the years and years and years worth of science.
Nope. Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing because his own personal journey is fine and he feels fine. So he's like, this is great.
Butter.
Yeah. How much butter? He scrambled 6 eggs in half a pound of butter, which is a stick. He melted a whole stick. And then when the eggs were done, he took another stick and ran it over the top.
Yeah, that's greedy. When I saw he put more butter on the top like it was toast or something, yes! I was like, that is so terrible.
Why are you eating eggs? Just eat the butter. Like, why are we playing? You don't want this. This is just food. Is just a delivery system for butter.
For butter, essentially. But part of him is a little ashamed about it because if he had a choice, he would just eat the butter.
He would just eat the butter.
I think he has to act like a normal person. So he buys the eggs, he
buys
the steak, yada, yada, yada. Just eat the butter. Then.
Just eat the butter. He made a charcuterie board for his friend and everything and put sticks of butter on there. Santiago was like, bro,
frozen butter. And he was just chomping on him
and looking at him directly in his eyes, like challenging him.
He was. It was the weirdest eye contact ever. Like, I swear, I was like, this is kind of intimate. He was just like...
like, calm down.
Honestly, insane.
I look at his skin, though, because like I said, his skin is glistening. And I feel like it's because butter is coming out of his pores.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I was waiting for him to be like, I even rub it on my skin.
He might.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
He might. Because his favorite is the salted butter, right?
Yes.
Because he named all the assortments of butter. Which,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but his favorite was the salted butter, right? So he goes, he sweats a little bit. He works out plenty, I guess, according to him, and just chomps on butter.
And it's no big deal.
Yeah, listen. Oh, God.
Yeah, I need an update on him in a year, TLC.
His guts are probably insane. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of updates, Netflix came out with it's a documentary, but I didn't really like certain parts of it. But yeah, it's a documentary about America's Next Top Model, and this one had Tyra Banks on it. It's called Reality Check, America's Next Top Model. If we can go to my screen. So Tyra was a part of this one. They interviewed a lot of our main people, the main J's, Nigel, Tyra, multiple of the winners, like everyone. And it was a hard watch.
It was a hard watch. Yes.
I mean, because if you were on TikTok or on the internet in 2020, people rediscovered this show and basically noted all of the problematic elements of it, the blackface challenges, what happened, I don't know, multiple.
Changing races. Like,
changing races.
You're going to be such and such. It's like, what?
So problematic. What happened to the Jays, the firing, Nigel, what happened to them? What happens to the winners after they win? How they're like basically blacklisted from like modeling in general.
Because you came from a reality show.
Exactly. It was all so problematic. But like they had the Jays on there and their whole like relationship and everything. They were apparently close.
They were.
But the way it happened was iffy.
Yes, it was. And as someone who is old enough to have watched it on the first run, the first several seasons, yes, times were different. Early 2000s aren't a real time. You know, it just feels like a fever dream, you know, because the internet was really ramping up. Reality TV was ramping up. So the stuff that was on TV was bullshit, okay? But it was interesting. And we were all sat and we were watching. But looking back on some of the things, it is just like, oh, well, I can't believe that was even on the air.
Exactly.
And so I don't want to give away a ton of things. No. But if you watched it, let us know and we can talk about it in the comment section.
We can talk about everything. Oh my gosh, y'all. Like,
there's so much.
Stories from the winners and the stories from the models that were on the show were mind-blowing. I honestly had no idea how that was even allowed. Yeah, heartbreaking because, we're not going to get into it because it's just going to make me mad. But please go watch it. It was insane. Yeah. I think I have a couple more pictures. Yeah.
So everybody knows it.
Yeah,
I was rooting for you.
That's how they promoted the documentary, by the way. They were like, in case you remember this moment. And then finally, just watch so you know what's going on with Miss J, and their life. But yeah, it was an interesting documentary. Apparently, they're coming out with another documentary, right, with the models only. So that should be interesting because this one was Tyra and a lot of her perspective as much as they could.
Right.
So it's interesting to see what will happen when she's not involved. And
I will be sat for that one as well.
So yeah, that was interesting. Thank you. But yeah. So in case y'all want to talk about that, we want to talk about it too. So drop it in the comments.
Please. Like I'm itching to talk about it.
Literally. But one more story. This one is the lottery. I don't know what the lottery is now, but it must be big. Anyway, so back in 2019, there was a guy. His name is Mike Wierski. He won $273 million 5 months after he divorced his wife. He just said it's a win. That's insane because
I'm just like,
that's insane because let me provide some context.
Yes, we need context here.
That's insane. He said that's a win. Okay, so apparently he and his wife, Eileen Murray, they were married for 15 years. Eileen was the primary breadwinner of the relationship. So after they divorced, she was ordered to basically pay alimony for 5 years.
Yes.
You see where I'm going with this? So Eileen now is a little upset that she has to pay this alimony when essentially he's doing better than she is now.
Exactly.
This is his wife.
It's like pocket change. He's like wiping his ass with her alimony.
Literally. But to make it but to make it even better, the convenience store that he bought the ticket in is the same convenience store that he proposed to his wife in.
Stop. You proposed in a convenience store?
Let's be so for real. The Harley Davidson, like, it tells us everything we need to know. I don't think you should be surprised here. Of course he proposed in the convenience store.
Yes, he did. And that's where he won the ticket. So she was like, look, I am not upset about this at all. I'm kind of like, oh, why do I have to keep paying alimony? But it's fine, whatever. Do what he wants with his money.
Exactly.
But I'm his good luck charm.
Essentially. Because isn't she? Isn't she?
Yes.
And she's not asking for his money. I don't want y'all to think that she's asking for his money. She's not. She's saying that, okay, well, now this is hurting me. I could use that money now.
Exactly.
He's straight. Like, he's good.
He's good.
He doesn't need me anymore.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Oh, you can't like come back and like maybe negotiate the terms of the divorce and the alimony. Can't you like, okay. I don't like that. I think situations are different. We should revisit.
I agree.
Yeah, that's unfair.
I agree. Because if she lost her job, but I don't think that matters. So I'm not super familiar with this, but if y'all understand, let us know.
Like, is there a way for her to be like, okay, he's good now? But, sorry, I forgot this one part. Mike was asked about the situation, and he said, quote, "It's over with. I just want her to stop being in my life." So not only did you win $270 million, I'm not even asking for any of it. I'm just saying I don't want to pay you alimony. You came back trying to be all smart.
Yeah,
I just want you to stop being in my life. Okay, then everything out of your life. My money should be out of your life too, But he being all selective with it. Okay, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Enjoy your money.
And your little alimony. Good for you, bro. I know.
Women 1,000, 1 million, quadrillion, men 1.
Literally.
He was like, here's women, here's men.
1. And I think it's like 3/4 of a win because he wanted to be smart at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, we could still be a hater.
I want to be a hater. Thank you.
So this story shocked me. I was really, really surprised. So Mickey Barretto, he is on my screen. He basically squatted in the New Yorker hotel and then tried to claim ownership of the whole building. Yeah. So I wrote a lot of notes because I did not want to mess this up.
Oh my goodness,
okay.
Please.
So he and his boyfriend in 2018, boyfriend, paid $200 for one night to rent a room in the New Yorker. Okay. So then after the one night, they went to the management and they requested a lease, claiming that his one night stay entitled him to protections under a city housing law that applies to single room occupants of buildings constructed before 1969. So he went in with receipts. He knew
he found a loophole.
Found a loophole, right? Because a lot of these laws are poorly written and they leave loopholes. And so if you're smart enough, sometimes you can get up in there, right? And so they went back and forth and they were like, nah. And so he wasn't going to leave his one room. So they said, fine, Mickey said, we'll go to court. Guess who didn't send a lawyer on their behalf?
You're kidding.
So the judgment went to Mickey. And he was awarded possession of the room.
You're kidding.
Yes.
They didn't care enough and now he has the room?
They did not take him seriously. So he got possession of the one room, right? So then that was not enough for Mr.
Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy.
So he uploaded a fake deed to the city, transferring ownership of the whole hotel to himself. Because he said, let me see, the judge who granted him possession of the room indirectly gave him the entire building because it had never been subdivided.
You're lying.
So when you said you have access to this room, he was like, actually, I have access to this whole building. It's mine.
You're lying.
No.
What? He is the king of loopholes.
Loopholes, right? So then he not only did that, he tried to collect rent from a hotel tenant.
You're doing too much. You are doing too much. Way too much.
Way too much. And then he goes to the hotel and demanded that they transfer its accounts to him.
Bruh, you just way too
Be
much.
happy with the room.
You should have left it at the room.
Rent free. Right? So but what he did wrong was uploading that fake deed to the city.
There you go.
And that's how they got him. And they said he basically was evicted in 2024. Mind you, he moved in 2018.
Ooh,
yes.
8 years? Ooh.
And he was charged with felony fraud. But they said that he was not fit to to stand trial.
Because I disagree with that. I think he's the smartest guy ever.
So smart, right? So then he ended up pleading guilty for forging those property records. And he had already served the 6 months in prison that he was sentenced to.
Light work.
And he had 5 years probation. So for 8 years free rent, would you serve 6 months in prison?
Absolutely. Chain me up, officer. 8 years?
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm not mad at him.
I'll serve my time. And then probation, I just don't have to commit another fraud?
No crimes.
Nope. None?
None.
Why am I acting like this is something?
You're like, none?
Let me think about this. No, we're good.
No jaywalking. Nothing.
Aw, no jaywalking?
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
I'm not mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
I am not mad. Again, like the one with the phones, they're just mad that he found a loophole.
Exactly. And there's so many loopholes. I mean, I don't know how much time you've spent looking at law, but when you read them, they are just like, well, I can interpret it this way. It has to be written in a way that there's no interpretation.
Yes.
But if you leave it open, you get a Mickey.
I'm not mad. He had a room, a nice little home, rent-free for 8 years.
For 8 years in the New Yorker.
I'm not mad.
It's a I don't know. It's a New Yorker hotel. Mm-hmm. And he was up in there, but he wanted the whole thing.
Yeah,
he said, F your room, everything is mine.
He got greedy.
Tried to charge rent.
He would have been up in there still if he didn't get greedy.
Exactly. Nobody would have come for him. It's just one room. They know that's Mickey's room. Don't go in room 216, because he's going to be in there.
Take the win, bro. It's in the New Yorker, too.
Yes.
Take the win. Oh, he got greedy. Mickey, no.
Mm. Oh, well. But he already served his time, and now he's out probably coming up with a new scam.
No. 5 years. Wait 5 years and then commit another crime. Great story. All right, I have a Reddit rant. All right?
Ready.
My neighbor has appointed himself the unofficial package guardian of our street, and I am losing my mind.
Oh.
It started about a year ago. I ordered something, it didn't show up, and when I asked the delivery app, it said handed to resident. I knocked on my neighbor Rand's door, and he opened it holding my package, completely unbothered, and said, yeah, I grabbed it for you, didn't want it sitting out.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Kind of him, I guess. I said thanks and thought it was that. It was not that. Ron has now made this a permanent part of his personality. Any package that gets delivered within a 3-house radius of his home, he collects.
Oh, my God.
No notes on your door, no text, nothing. You just come home, see no package, panic for 20 minutes thinking it was stolen, and then remember, you have to go knock on Ron's door like a medieval peasant collecting rain from the Lord.
Please, sir, may I have my package?
In exchange for this coin. Like,
Who told you to do this?
Ron. And why are you on top of it?
Yeah, does he not work?
Ron, I swear to God. The part that gets me is that he's not always home when you have to pick it up. I've knocked 3 times on Saturday for a package I needed that day, and he wasn't there until evening.
Oh, no.
My package was just sitting in his hallway all day. I could see it through the glass panel next to his door. You see, that would make me so mad. I could see it.
Like, if I really need that, I'm breaking in.
I'm like, please, I need it.
Oh, my God.
I've told him nicely twice that I prefer my packages left at my door. He nodded and said, of course. The next week, he took a package of mine that contained medication I needed. I had to text him to please bring it over, and he replied, just come over whenever. I don't even think he's trying to be difficult. He genuinely believes he's providing a service. That might be the most frustrating part about all of this.
Oh, my God. It's medication, and come over whenever. Or you could have just left it where it was.
Why are you the package guardian?
And he just decided one day?
When?
Were
Why?
they having, like, people stealing from the neighborhood? Like, just decided?
He said, this is my job now.
I would be pissed because, I mean, we have a notification system and it's like, you have a package. Yes, I've been waiting for this. And I run over to go get it. Yeah. But if I have to go to somebody's house, I don't want to talk to you.
I didn't ask for a third party. I did not ask.
So now I have to be sociable to get my package?
Exactly. What would have set me over the edge is seeing my package in your home and I can't reach it.
Oh, I'm hot.
What do you mean?
I'm hot.
I think if I broke your door...
Justified?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little valid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know.
No, I don't like that at all.
Like, Ron, respectfully, you're doing too much.
You really are. Nobody
much.
asked for this.
Come on.
Ron, my God.
I know.
Ugh. Am I overreacting? I asked my husband for one night alone after giving birth, and now he says I'm unstable.
Okay. Is this rage bait? I can feel it.
Yes.
I can feel it.
Yes. Prepare yourself.
I'm prepared.
Okay. I, 32 female, and my husband, 33, have been married for 4 years, and last year we decided to finally try for a baby. When she was born, I felt like the happiest woman ever, but at the same time, I was exhausted physically and especially mentally. For the last 3 weeks, I have not slept more than 2 hours straight. I get it.
Dang.
Last night at 2 a.m., Alice, our precious little girl, would not stop crying. I was pacing the hallway, bouncing her, whispering, please, please, just sleep, while my husband was snoring like a boar on the couch because he said he had a long shift at the warehouse and needed real rest.
Oh, I swear.
Something in me snapped.
Valid.
I woke him up and said, I need one night. Just one. I want to book a cheap hotel downtown, sleep alone, order room service, and not hear anyone scream for 12 hours.
Valid.
I was not yelling, but I was shaking, practically begging him. He looked at me like I had just confessed a crime and said, what kind of mother wants to leave her newborn?
Oh my goodness. Like, you're not here too? This is my only job, right?
Yes. Yes. Then he calls his mom and puts her on speaker. She told me that hormones are not an excuse to abandon my responsibilities, and that when she had babies, she did not run off to hotels. This is what you signed up for.
I signed up to parent with my partner, this child that we both wanted, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
I love how you called your mom, though. You are such a punk. I'm sorry, but you are. Go cry to mom.
I hate it. And I'm sorry, I'm getting loud now.
Yeah, like
boy moms.
Ooh,
the worst.
The worst.
Okay. I never said I was leaving forever. I wanted one night to feel like a human being instead of a walking milk machine. My husband says I embarrassed him by making it sound like he doesn't help, which he does, but I'm the one being default parent who deals with this every minute of the day. Part of me wonders if asking for space makes me a selfish bitch. Another part of me thinks if I do not get a break soon, I'm going to completely burn out. Am I overreacting for wanting one night away to sleep and breathe?
No, it's one night. And he's acting like he'll never see you again.
And you're leaving him alone with this baby that he helped create.
I think he's scared.
Yes.
I think he will not know what to do if he's left alone with this kid.
Because she said helps out.
Doing
it's easy
what?
To like hand me a diaper while I change.
Exactly.
You know,
do you
like,
know how to change the baby? Do you know how to
make a bottle?
She carried for 9 months.
Carried for 9 months.
And she's asking for one night.
12 hours.
And you called your mom?
To shame her? First of all, you shamed her.
Yes.
And then mom shamed her.
Like, I never needed. Okay, I feel bad for you because you should have deserved one night.
Yes.
Because you didn't get it doesn't mean it makes it right.
Exactly. And the fact that she was strong enough to even ask for that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women feel like they need it. They feel overwhelmed. You see with postpartum, there's so many things that can happen to the mother and to the child. And she was strong enough to say, look, I need this. I need this just for one day. I need you to help me. And he was like, what kind of mother are you? Single.
Yeah. Oh. Instantly.
Because what you're not going to do is call your mom to help you shame me.
I'm stuck on that. Why are you calling your mom? Who brought up mom?
He said,
no one said her name. Why are you?
My mom did it right. Let me let her school you. And there's a lot.
No, she did not.
I'm seeing a lot of young men online talking about how, not even young, but just talking about how older generation women, they did it right. They didn't complain. They didn't work. They took care of the kids and they blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you're not taking any of the context into, they couldn't have their own bank accounts. They couldn't buy a home. They didn't have jobs. They put up with shit.
Uh-huh.
And one thing that I do know, because I looked up the stats, Once women were allowed to do no-fault divorces, the amount of husbands who died unexpectedly went down.
Oh my God. Died unexpectedly?
Arsenic in the coffee.
Oh.
There, fell down the stairs.
That stat is insane.
These women were handling business, but quietly. And so if they need to get out.
Because, because if you didn't cook your own food, you don't know what I put in the food.
You didn't make your own coffee.
Then you don't know what I put in the coffee.
Ooh. So, allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
So, you need to quit playing with these women and give them what they asked for, because they're not asking for the world. They're asking for help.
Oh, my gosh. Help. And they get all surprised when something happens to the mom or when something has to happen to the child.
Baby. Yes.
It's like that's irresponsible for you to not see it or to see it and to ignore it.
Yes,
that's
because
wrong.
People act like having a baby is literally nothing. First of all, what it does to your body physically, but hormones are huge. You take a dip, you do this, and your actions are not your own for a long time. And so quit playing with her.
Give her 24 hours.
Yeah. She was only asked for 12. Give her a whole day.
So,
yeah.
Delete your mom's phone from your number. You don't need her, I promise. All right. Reddit confession. Pretended to be my dad's ghost and may have inadvertently saved my brother's life.
Oh. Okay. All right.
My dad died when I was 13 and my brother was 15. A few weeks or months after his death, I got the weird urge to pretend to be his ghost so that my mom and brother would feel comforted. My brother and I had both had the same brand stereo, so both of our remotes were interchangeable. And there was a crack between his door and frame that allowed me to control his stereo from the outside from the door with my remote. So I got the idea to tiptoe to his door one night and play my dad's favorite song, Stand By Me, Benny King. Great song, by the way.
Song.
Oh my gosh. I had gone into his room earlier that day to check the CD to see which number the track was, so I did it 3 or 4 times in a row and then went to bed. He doesn't mention anything the next day, and I pretty much forget about it until about 15 years later when my brother and I were talking about the depression and suicide one day. He confessed that he almost shot himself right after Dad died. I asked him what pulled him back, and he looked at me dead in the face and said that he had the gun in his hand when all of a sudden Stand By Me started playing. I sat there frozen.
Oh my God.
What's even more spooky is that he continues to tell me that the first time it played that night, he unplugged the stereo, and then the plug was in his hand. It played again and again. To this day, I haven't told him, and I won't ever tell him.
Oh my God. That's so sweet.
I know, and really sad. Like,
really sad.
He was there.
He was there, and I mean, talking about ghosts, you were an angel in that moment. I mean, why would you even do that? You were compelled to do that and do it at that moment. Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm sorry to bring the mood down, but I was like, this is insane.
That is so wild.
Because you were there for your brother and you had no idea.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I don't even have anything to say.
There's no context.
It was
for
amazing.
That. It's just he had to confess that he saved his brother's life.
That's so special.
Right?
I love that. All right. Am I overreacting? My best friend gave me a fake Louis Vuitton bag for my birthday and lied about spending $7,000 on it.
Girl, this is serious right here. Not the LV.
The LV. All right. I've been friends with Chloe for 6 years. Genuinely one of my closest people. Last month for my birthday, she gave me what she said was a Louis Vuitton capucine.
Oh, I don't know. I may be right.
Maybe, yeah. Tell me how to pronounce it in the comments.
Right.
Bag. And I'm talking, she made a whole thing of it. She told me she'd been quietly saving up because it'd been a brutal year and she wanted to do something meaningful for me.
Okay.
I literally cried. I felt so seen. Here's the thing, though. I live somewhere with a pretty high theft rate, and I'm not exactly rolling in money. So if I'm going to be carrying around something worth $7,000, I need it on my renter's insurance.
Period.
So I took it to a consignment shop just to get it appraised. If you would go to my screen, I have a picture of the bag.
No way.
The woman there kind of paused and said it was a replica, a really high tier one, but still. She pointed out the made in Italy stamp. Apparently, real capucines are made in France.
Oh my God.
It even came with like the bag and everything.
Bag?
So, I mean, it was super high end.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I wasn't even furious at first. I was just confused. Like, why would you lie about saving up $7,000? That's such a specific emotional lie. I mean, I would totally be okay if she gave me this quality replica, but with telling the truth.
Right.
I pulled Chloe aside and just asked her about it, genuinely not accusatory, and she lost it. Called me ungrateful, said I was materialistic for vetting a gift. She whipped out her phone and pulled up WhatsApp with a high-end seller and shoved it in my face. She literally gave me the seller's contact info and told me to verify it myself so I could see that she still spent $410 on the replica. She started screaming that I'm ungrateful because $410 is still a massive birthday present. And the fact that I'm focused on it being a rep proves I only care about the label. Now she's going around telling our mutual friends that I'm brand obsessed and that I made her feel like a criminal for trying to do something nice. Some of our friends agree with her. Others think the lie is weird. I don't even care that much about the bag itself. It's the fake story about saving up that's messing with my head. Am I overreacting?
No, and why are you making it such a big thing? All I asked, I don't care.
No.
You gave me a gift. You thought of me. Mm-hmm. That was the base of it. Mm-hmm. And also, $7,400, that's insane.
Like she looked it up. She knew it cost $7,000. But why come up with this whole lie?
Elaborate thing. And then when I come for you, you start making this way bigger than it needs to be.
Yes.
I don't care. It's not that big of a deal.
And I was not checking on. I was like, girl, if I'm gonna be carrying around this $7,000 bag, I need to put it on my insurance.
Valid. Mm-hmm. But you telling the friends saying, she's materialistic. It's like, what are we talking about?
Girl, please, you're materialistic.
Yeah. For you to think that it matters.
Like, if a friend gave me a bag that costs $400, I'm like, girl, are you sure?
400?
Like, you're my friend.
I couldn't care less.
I don't.
But her being all offended is insane.
Like, you had a rough year, so I saved up $7,000 to spend on you. It feels like she wanted that kind of validation from her friend. And so she was getting that out of it. And so when she called her out on it, she was like, it felt some type of way.
Girl, it's okay. And you don't need to be embarrassed. $400 is still a lot for a bag.
It is.
For a gift in general.
Just for a friend.
You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't about that, but
she went there.
Yeah, and no, you're not overreacting. Good Lord. Still a really cute bag.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Mm-mm.
Good Lord. Read it off my chest. My dad told the family he has no son anymore. We don't speak. Now he needs my kidney, and I still love him.
Context, please.
My cousin called me 3 months back to tell me a story about my dad, who I don't speak with regularly. My dad took my cousins out to the ranch, had a couple beers, and hunted, only for him to express his displeasure in my way of being with everyone there once they started getting things off their chest. For context, essentially, I'm the disappointment child in his eyes. I don't want to go into why that is, as I don't want to veer into my identity or what have you, but I digress. Mm-hmm. Essentially, he expressed how he has no son and how I've gone off to do crazy things. Nothing new out of his mouth, of course, but what's new is him saying this to extended family. Usually, he keeps his insults toward me and me alone.
Hell, I don't like him.
I know. Now, since that's off the table, he's sharing his opinion of me to others. My cousin found it deeply disgusting that he had said that and thought that he had to let me know. Little did he know is that I already understood this. Mm-hmm. I felt deep rejection from my father ever since I was a little boy. Now that I'm a nearly 30-year-old man, that rejection hurts much less. Yet now my dad is calling. He's wanting to chat or talk about sports or hunting, things I don't enjoy, but I will entertain him as we literally can't talk about anything else. I found it odd that he wanted to go do this. Come to find out, he has his right leg amputated above the knee and needs a kidney transplant due to complications with diabetes.
Ew. Okay, wait, hold on. He's trying to connect with you now because he knows he's going to need something from you.
Yes.
And he's not even bothering to know what your things are. He's like, here, let's still just talk about my shit.
Exactly.
Ew.
I know. I get the ick. I can put the puzzle pieces together, but I'm conflicted. A part of me is deeply angry that he's choosing to interact with me only when he needs a literal organ of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Another part of me is happy that my dad is treating me like a human being, which is far from what I've experienced from him growing up. I love him, but I've experienced so much from him already in an attempt to construct my identity to fit his expectations, which I eventually stopped doing. As it turns out, living inauthentically breeds severe mental illness.
Yes.
Heavy on that part, y'all.
Yes.
After years of putting in so much effort and attempts to appease him, at the end of it all, I was still dejected by him. Now, though, he'd love to go get dinner sometime. He'd love to watch that movie I like. It makes that little boy in me who wanted to make my dad proud beam when he says those things. But then, echoing are the words that he said not even 3 months back. And of course, the words shared with me while I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my father to die. I also don't want to feel this obligation to give him my kidney just for him to ostracize me again.
Mm-hmm. That part.
Taking my childhood mental stability and now organs too, this sucks. I don't want him to die. Maybe the donors on the list will help. I'm not sure.
Oof.
That's tough.
Yeah, because first, how selfish are you?
Yeah.
You don't want your son around because of who he literally is. But who he literally is good enough when you want a part of it, when you want part of that body.
Wow, that's insane. I am not just there for spare parts. Like
that part.
We're supposed to have a relationship.
And he's trying to do that. I say trying in quotes.
See a movie, go have dinner. Like
talking about sports and hunting. And he's like, I don't care about none of that.
Any of that.
But his trauma is like, oh, this is all I've ever wanted to hear from you. Yeah. But it's not real.
It's not. It's only temporary because once he gets that kidney, if he gets the kidney, it's probably going to go back to normal. Normal.
Am I petty? I'd be
all
like,
I'm saying is that he's right. There's a list of people. Yeah. You can get on that list and
you can
call me to see what happens. Like, like I don't think you deserve that from me.
No. And he doesn't deserve to be treated that way.
No.
Dang.
I know.
I
know.
That one sucks.
I'm offended.
Am I overreacting? My boyfriend tricked me into eating meat.
Oh, is she a vegan? That's not fair.
I, 21 female, have been a vegetarian my entire life. My mom raised me and my brother vegetarian and taught us to respect animals. My brother started eating meat every now and then once he was in college, but I have never in my life eaten meat. Not only am I vegetarian, but I care a lot about animals. I literally feel horrible if I accidentally step on a bug, even though I know I'm crazy.
That's cute.
My boyfriend of 3 years, 25, is not vegetarian and he eats meat regularly. His family is Dominican, so it's a large part of his culture and diet. I have no problem with him or his family eating meat. When we have dinner at his parents', I simply avoid dishes with meat in them and opt for plantains or rice and beans. He has always known and respected my feelings around meat and animals and makes sure to cook his food on different pans if he's making a dish with meat while making me a vegetarian version. He sounds really
sweet.
Yeah. I have never expected him to stop eating meat, as he has mentioned that he could never give up meat. He has never once tried to turn me or convince me to try it. Even when we first met, he was very respectable. About 2 months ago, he started asking me questions about how I get proper nutrition and overall questions about my diet. He asked about protein sources and how often I eat. I didn't think much about it, but I was happy to explain anything he was confused or curious about. About 3 to 4 weeks ago, I noticed he was starting to eat less meat when we were eating at restaurants or at his parents'. I asked him about it, and he told me he was going to try to give up eating meat because he knew how important it was to me.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm. I was ecstatic. I never expected him to give up something that means so much to him. After he told me, he started making us both vegetarian meals frequently and commenting on how he thinks he's actually becoming healthier.
Aww, this is sweet.
While I was in class, he texted me to ask if I wanted him to make us burgers for dinner. I said yes and honestly got very hungry. I assume this is a veggie burger.
I'm nervous.
I could hardly stop thinking about it. When I got to my apartment after class, the table was set and he was sitting excitedly at the table. I even noticed the box the veggie burgers came in sitting in the recycling bin. When we started eating, I noticed the burger tasted differently than it usually does. But I hadn't had burgers in a bit, so I figured I either misremembered or the change was because my boyfriend had added some extra things into the burger. So I ignored it. I had about half the burger when he started giggling. I asked him what was so funny, and he asked if I noticed anything different about the burger. I told him it tasted a bit different. He asked if it tasted better than usual. Honestly, it really didn't, but I didn't want to insult him, so I said yes. He started laughing louder, which is when I got the sinking feeling in my stomach. I asked, "What's so funny?" And he said, "I knew you'd like meat more. Doesn't it taste so good?"
Oh, why would you do that? It's not funny.
It's not funny. "You were missing out on so much," he said to me. I started feeling sick so suddenly that I immediately ran to the bathroom and threw up like 3 times. I could still hear him laughing in the other room while I sobbed my eyes out. I'm writing this still sitting on the bathroom floor. I heard the door open and close about 10 minutes ago, but I still can't even stand up without feeling nauseous. I know I might be being dramatic, but I usually pride myself on being a perfect vegan, in quotes, because I'm the only one in my family to have never eaten meat. Yeah, I feel so betrayed. He was seriously lying about wanting to become a vegetarian and about not caring about my diet for 3 years. I feel like I'm going crazy. He's texted me like 5 times, but I only read one that said, "When you stop crying like a baby over a burger, let me know. This is seriously embarrassing for you." Am I overreacting?
No, you are not. Can I fight him? Are you serious? That's not funny, and that's so rude. And he got pleasure in making this a joke and tricking her and then calling her a baby afterwards. If something is so important to you, you don't just trash on it. He stepped all over this.
Yes, and that's the problem. I could have the stupidest hobby, desire, but if my partner shits all over it, then you are not the person for me. Because you should know how important it is to me, period, and that should make it untouchable.
Exactly. What's important to you is important to me automatically. But he tricked her. It's the tricking part for me. It's like you made me believe like you wanted to adopt the same type of lifestyle. I trusted you enough to make food for me, and you tricked me into eating meat. Why?
That's the thing. You just said trust. Like, she probably has made her own meals or whatever. She said sometimes he makes her meals. But I'm like, oh my God, to derive so much joy after playing this long con. Yeah. Like, this was a long con. Like, I don't understand why you would even do that.
Yeah.
She never tried to pressure you to eat the meat or to not eat the meat. And so why would you pressure her the other way?
It was so rude. And to laugh. And
while she's crying.
And she's throwing up. How do you not know this wasn't a serious situation? She's never eaten meat in her life. She eats meat, burger. How do you know that didn't mess her up, like, physically? Like, there's so many things that he just did not consider or didn't care for, and then called her a baby.
If it was a restaurant, she could sue. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. But because it's her boyfriend, she's just supposed to get over it?
No, ex. Yeah. Yeah, no. Y'all on TikTok have taught me that if he messes up once, it is X. Y'all are quick with it, right? I love it. All right. Well, I conveniently have another one that's like honestly in the same vibe.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Conveniently. Read it off my chest. My mother-in-law hates that I'm an artist, but I'm not offended. And my husband just shrugged it off by saying, "Mom's right. It's just creating meaningless creations."
Meaningless?
I, 28 female, I go by Valerie, and I've been an artist for as long as I can remember. Not in a cute hobby way, but in the way that feels stitched to your identity. I draw when I'm stressed. I sketch when I'm thinking. I spent years practicing, improving, taking small commissions here and there. It's just something I do. It's something that keeps me grounded. My mother-in-law, 57 female, Linda, has never really liked it. She's never been outright cruel, but her tone always carries that subtle dismissal. At family dinner, she'll say, "Are you still drawing?" The way someone might ask if you're still playing pretend. She's made comments about stability, about real careers, and how passion doesn't pay bills. I didn't take it personally. I genuinely didn't. She comes from a generation and a mindset where security means everything. To her, art probably looks risky, impractical, probably even childish. I understand that perspective, even if I don't agree with it. But hurt wasn't her. It was my husband, Leo, 29, male. The other night, after one of her usual comments about me needing something more meaningful, I laughed it off. Later, when we were alone, I told him I didn't mind what his mom said, but I didn't ask him if he actually agreed with her either. He shrugged, literally just shrugged, like nothing, and said, I mean, Mom's right. It's just creating meaningless creations.
Oh my goodness.
He said it so casually, like it wasn't something that would sit in my chest for hours. That word stayed with me, literally stayed with me. Meaningless. Art might not have life-saving surgery. It might not be engineering or finance, but meaningless. The portraits I've done for people who have cried when they received them, the sketches that helped me through anxiety, the commissions that paid for small but important things, the hours of discipline and focus, that doesn't feel meaningless to me. I didn't argue with him. I didn't explode. I just went quiet. And here's the strange part. I'm still not offended by my mother-in-law, but I feel disappointed in my husband. Not because he wants stability, that's fair. Not because he wants money, that's valid. But because he's reduced something that is deeply personal to me into something trivial.
Right.
I'm not naive. I know art is competitive. I know it's hard to make sustainable income from it. I'm not pretending it's easy. I've always been realistic about balancing passion and responsibility. But I've never thought that the person I married would see that what I do is meaningless. Now I'm sitting with this uncomfortable realization that maybe he's never truly respected this part of me. Maybe he tolerates it. Maybe he thinks I'll grow out of it. And that hurts me more than any comment his mom could ever make. I'm not angry. I'm just thinking. Because if the person you choose to build a life with doesn't see value in something that defines you, what does that mean long term? I don't know yet. I'm not making dramatic decisions. Not yet, I think. I just know I can't unhear what he said.
And you shouldn't. And I'm about to rant for a little bit because as
I knew.
a house full of artists here in our home, and as someone who worked really hard to have my career, I have heard that. How's your little writing going? It's a little side hobby. It's a little thing you do on the side. But then once you start making actual money, it's like, oh, well then.
All of a sudden it's important.
Exactly. Then it is a career. Then it is a way to support yourself. It is a stable way. And I don't like that, because if you're not going to support me as I'm struggling, just like drawing on napkins and doing portraits for a little bit of money on the side, then don't come for me later when I'm doing these huge projects and I'm mentioned on, in the news or something. But even that's not a measure of success. She's successful right now because she leans into this thing that she's so passionate about. And for him and everybody in his family to be like, just brushing it off, girl, run. Because it's not going to get better.
No. And they're always watching, aren't they? Like, it's not like it's your little thing. I know it's not going to go anywhere. It's like your little thing, but I'm going to be there just in case it turns into something. And just in case I can get something out of this.
Yes.
It's always for their own benefit, too.
Absolutely.
And that's just like, dang. And no, I agree with her. Art is so important.
Yes.
You see all those like end of the world movies and stuff. They always grab, all the arts and the sculptures and everything. It's like, okay, but you want to protect those and you want to preserve those and keep those moving forward, because when it was 2020 and we had nothing to do, all we were doing was consuming art.
Yes.
Movies, music, painting, drawing, like it was art.
Yes, reading books. Like, don't act like art doesn't make the world go round. Because I remember when people were saying that, when the writers and the actors went on strike a few years ago, they were saying, this isn't brain surgery. You're not, saving any lives. And people were giving accounts of when it did save their life. My mom was dying of cancer, and all she did was watch television, and we watched old TV shows together, and it kept her spirits up while she was suffering. Like, you can't tell me it's not important. Like, no, it's not brain surgery, but what else is brain surgery but brain surgery?
Exactly.
Like, let things be what they are. And art is important. And you cannot tell me otherwise, because I will fight you.
Yeah. It gets people out of depression. Like, it saves their lives.
Yes.
And for you to put it down into something that's just minute and doesn't matter is so
disrespectful.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's never going to get better. So if you want to keep drawing and you want to have any bit of respect, you're not going to get it from this side.
No.
Robots can do surgery.
Right. Robots can do surgery, but I do not like the art that they're making.
But no one can recreate art because it's the humanity aspect of it. It's the struggle. It's the passion, things that go into it. It's like, that's why we love an album when someone just broke up. It's like, it's passion literally coming out of you. That is what art is. It's just you putting it into physical form.
Yes.
That's what it is.
It's your soul.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to say it doesn't matter is just like, okay, so what are we doing on the planet then?
Right. And that will be the same person that sits down every Wednesday, at 8 p.m. to watch a show and who reads books on the train and who listens to music while they clean their house. Like, Don't tell me that.
Please. Mm-mm. Then stop consuming art if it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, we're a little feisty over here. Okay. So I have my last one.
Yes.
And it has an update. So.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Am I overreacting for calling off my engagement after my fiance admitted his family secretly tested me to see if I was a gold digger?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. All right. I, 24 female, have been with my fiance, 27, for almost 4 years. He has a really well-paying job in tech, and I make pretty average money. We've always split things fairly, and I've never asked him for expensive stuff or trips or anything. I honestly thought money was a non-issue for us. I never was interested in him for his money anyways. We genuinely click so well, and I love his personality. We are into the same nerdy things, and his family really seemed to like me. I never thought I would have to worry about our relationship going south until now.
Uh-oh.
A few days ago, my fiance sat me down and said he had something he wanted to tell me, and he was smiling like it was good news. He basically told me that his family has been secretly testing me for 11 months to make sure I wasn't a gold digger. He said they were worried I only liked him for his income and wanted proof before we got married.
11 months? Oh my God.
The test that they had all made it seem like he was struggling financially and might lose his job. His mom would casually bring up layoffs. His dad talked about how unstable tech is. And slowly it turned into he might actually lose his job and you guys might have to really downsize. At one point, his mom even told me I should be prepared to financially help him if it came to that. I never wanted to bring up the possibility of a layoff for him because I didn't want to stress him out. I wanted to be prepared to support him if needed, so I started budgeting more, saving money, cutting back on random spending, skipping stuff I wanted, and just genuinely trying to prepare for the worst. I constantly reassured my fiance, encouraging him, told him we'd be fine, that I didn't care about money, that I just wanted us, but this whole thing was fake. His job was never in danger. His income never changed. There were no layoffs. His family literally planned this whole thing together. They kept it going for almost a year.
That's messed up. I'm sorry, that's messed up.
Yeah. Apparently, this all started because his older brother went through a really messy divorce. He now pays a ton in child support, and his ex-wife got a lot of money in the divorce, and his family fully blames her and thinks she was a gold digger. So now they're super paranoid about any woman who dates one of their sons.
Oh, God.
The thing is, I've actually met her, the brother's ex-wife, and I did not get gold digger vibes from her. And honestly, it makes me feel uncomfortable how much they demonize her. My fiance said his parents finally told him that I passed and that they felt comfortable with him marrying me now. He said he wanted to tell me because he thought I'd be relieved to know he actually isn't struggling financially and that it shows how much his family cares about protecting him. Go on and go home with these mama's boys. Jesus Christ.
Are you kidding me right now?
Then he tells me that to celebrate, he upgraded our honeymoon to a nice luxury resort in Hawaii. I mentioned this resort when initially honeymoon planning, but deemed it too expensive, so settled for a more modest option. But I feel weird about it. I don't want to be rewarded for being manipulated.
Nah, man.
Like, good job. We tricked you. You were so gullible. You believed it. Here's a nicer vacation.
Exactly. No, thank you.
I told him I felt manipulated, embarrassed, and honestly humiliated that his whole family was watching my reactions and judging my character behind my back for almost a year. He said I'm looking at it wrong and that I proved I'm not with him for his money and that this should make me feel more secure in our relationship. His family is acting like this is totally normal and that I should be proud of myself. His mom literally said most girls wouldn't have handled that so gracefully.
Okay.
I told him I need space and I'm seriously considering calling off the engagement, but I honestly don't know what to do. I love him and this is so out of left field, and now everyone is acting like I'm blowing this out of proportion and being dramatic. Part of me wonders if I am, but another part of me feels like my trust is completely broken. Am I overreacting?
No, absolutely not. That was your warning, girl. Mm-hmm. You know how they always give you a nice little warning before you're about to jump into something that's horrible? Run.
Yeah. Because it's not just him.
It's the whole family, because you're not marrying him. You're marrying the family. Yes. I hate when the families are like that. You're like, I'm taking everyone with him. It's like, I didn't like you. I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
The world.
So now you come. It's a package deal?
Terrible. But then also they're warning you what might happen if this relationship won't work. You'll become old girl.
Mm-hmm. Ostracized and demonized and being like, especially if you have children.
Oh my God. Don't do it. Run.
Yes.
Red flags, red flags. 11 months?
11 months. And the fact that they all got together and planned this. So every time I come around, they're like, okay, you mentioned that tech is unstable. You mentioned that he might get laid off. Like, what?
Whoa. Like it's a game. That's really scary. It's giving, what is it, Knives Out?
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like they're this rich family and she's just like there and she needs to run now.
Yes. Like this is going to get even worse.
Even worse. Most girls would have handled this terribly. Okay, well, I'm about to be most girls.
I'm about to
blow this up. What do you mean? Oh,
seriously. And the fact that, like, let's say the husband cheats, right?
Uh-huh.
And she leaves. She's still going to be demonized.
Yeah.
Because they're still going to look at him like the sun shines out his ass. Mm-hmm. And she was a gold digger for even being with him. And it's like, there's no wins here.
There's no wins. And also, that's what happens. Unless you got a prenup, oh boy, if that was an option, you should have done that. Mm-hmm. Looks like he didn't. Right. So she took half.
Right. Exactly.
That's what happens when you get a divorce. Like, I don't know, if you didn't want that, then maybe put in some things in place that are there to help you.
Exactly. If you have a problem with that.
But it's her fault.
Yes. So, like I said, I have an update. All right. So this happened a couple days ago. I'm still staying with my fiance right now, but things are tense and I feel anxious pretty much all the time. He knows I'm upset and need space, so he hasn't tried to talk to me about it since. He knows I'm considering calling off the engagement, which is why I think he's been so sensitive around me the last few days. He hasn't been acting like it's a positive thing anymore and seems pretty remorseful since I told him how much it hurt me. This morning, I asked him if he knew about it the whole time, and he told me that his parents started making the comments without his knowledge. And after he overheard a comment they made to me while over at his parents' house, he asked them privately why they said that, and they explained they were testing me. He decided to let them continue just to see what I would do. From past interactions with his parents, I also know he has a hard time standing up to them or disagreeing with them. So it honestly makes sense that he didn't call them out and just started going along with it. They told him that they were offended when I suggested an expensive resort for the honeymoon and made a comment insinuating that his parents would be paying for it. They got it in their head that I was just expecting them to shoulder the costs of an expensive resort without question, which isn't true. I happily accepted a more modest option when they suggested because I didn't want to seem pushy or entitled. Plus, typically, the groom's family pays for the honeymoon, so I didn't know they were offended by that. Maybe I really did come off as entitled, but that was honestly never my intention. Regardless, I don't think that justifies testing me like this for 11 months.
It does not.
He wasn't the mastermind, but he never stopped them and didn't see why it was wrong or manipulative until I told him how upset I was. A part of me wonders if he was manipulated by his parents to think this was acceptable. I'm torn between calling it off or having a conversation with him and asking him to go to couples counseling and set boundaries with his parents.
I don't know. What I'm hearing the whole time is that he is not going to defend you.
Ever.
Like, ever.
Mm-hmm.
He will have his family's back or do whatever they tell him to do.
Yes.
You are on your own.
Yes. Exactly.
I don't think that's a safe situation for you.
Because you're just getting started. Were they early 20s?
Yeah, no.
20 years in, you're still going to be in the background to whatever his parents want.
Exactly.
Because they're going to tell him and he's going to do. And if he's that easily manipulated to not realize that something bad is something good, or backwards is something good is something bad, then this is never going to. And you're not going to be comfortable or safe or. Yeah, you're going to have to be fighting the entire time you're in this family. I don't think that's good. So, no, this is your chance to leave. Yeah, you're not married yet.
Yeah.
You don't have kids. You can have a clean break.
Run now.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible.
I know.
He is.
But at least we got an update finally.
I know. Updates. I love Reddit. Oh, my goodness.
Me too. It's wild.
All right. So in case y'all didn't know, we offer story submissions on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching on YouTube, go to the description. But if you're listening to us, go to our2gens.com.
Mm-hmm.
But someone submitted a story submission, and it wasn't like a Reddit thing or anything. I think he was just confessing, but I wanted to read it completely anonymous. But I thought it was interesting.
Mm-hmm. I haven't read it yet.
Yes. It was titled Chasing Warmth.
Okay.
Which was very poetic. I was like, ew. It says, I am a 35-year-old man who has been living out of his car since August 16th, 2025. It wasn't an impulse decision. It was a decision for peace. I was living in a house that didn't feel like home. I barely had access to the kitchen. Using the bathroom felt like it could spark an argument. The environment was tense, unpredictable, and at times unsafe. My mother has a history of extreme behavior, including once searching the house for a gun over something as small as grease left on the stove.
What?
That's just one example. I was working, making $19.90 an hour, paying rent and a car note, trying to survive. There was no support from my family, not emotionally, not financially. I've always had to stand on my own. While my older brothers are treated like gold, I've often felt like the outsider. They have families and children. I have none. All I've ever wanted was simple. Go to work, go to the gym, and live in peace. So I left. Since then, I've spent Thanksgiving and Christmas in my car. On Thanksgiving morning, a police officer knocked on my window because he thought I was dead.
Damn.
I know. Open the window.
Right.
Meanwhile, my family gathered for holiday dinners without even checking on me. But that's what I've learned. Winter weather may be cold, but nothing is colder than living in a house where you are not wanted. Today, I work as a phlebotomist for the Red Cross. I'm rebuilding, I'm stable, I'm surviving. And more than that, I'm choosing peace over chaos. Sometimes walking away isn't failure. Sometimes it's freedom.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
I think that's a great submission. Thank you so much for feeling comfortable enough to submit that to us.
Yes. Wow. That is beautiful.
I honestly agree. Because a lot of the Reddits that we read are people having to come to strangers because their family, their blood, is treating them horribly.
Yeah.
And they're wondering and they're conflicted because they're like, this person is my family. I should feel safe with them. I should feel yada, yada, yada. But that word, that family word seems to be ruining people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think like found family or choosing yourself sometimes is so important. So
well said.
Yeah.
Very well said. Because you have to choose yourself at all times. And if there's something else that's making it so choosing yourself feels bad, you feel guilty, you know, it's a lot of gaslighting going on out there.
Yeah.
Which we noticed with these Reddit posts. But for you to be like, I'd rather sleep on the street. I'd rather be in my car than have to deal with this in a warm home. That speaks volumes. And yes, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I am wishing nothing but the best for you.
Yeah.
Because wow.
Yeah. Thank you again. We appreciate you.
And thank you everybody for watching. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.